Hi, I'm Sherry here at the Little Beading Closet. Today we're going to take a look at how you can bezel a 12mm cushion cut crystal to make one of these awesome bugle bead bezels. So let's go ahead and look at the supplies and get started. You need the 12mm cushion cut crystals, 3mm bugle beads, and size 11 Miyuki Delicas. For the tutorial, I'll be using dragon thread in a size 6 along with a size 12 beading needle, using 4.5 feet of thread on my needle. You'll begin by picking up one bugle bead and one delica, and repeat that for a total of 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then bring those down near the end of the thread, and then needle back through all the beads and pulling it together to form a loop and adding a knot 2 times, and then come through one delica, one bugle bead, and one delica, pulling the knot right there, and you can trim off the tail. Next, you're going to want to pick up 5 of the size 11 delica beads and needle back through the delica that your thread is exiting, pulling those into a loop of beads right there. Come through the next bugle bead and delica bead. Again, pick up 5 more delicas and needle back through the delica that your thread is exiting, forming that loop. Continue adding the loop of 5 delicas on every delica here on the center ring. After adding all the seed beads, you'll be exiting the bugle here. Needle through the next delica at the base of your loop of beads. And then I'm going to turn this whole thing over. Then you want to needle to this third seed bead here, coming up 2, stepping into the third one. Now we're going to be adding the bugle beads between every third delica, picking one up, needle through the third delica here. Again, just putting one of the 3mm bugle beads through the third delica and not pulling everything super tight, just placing it there along the edge. We're going to do that all the way around. And the last one, just gently place it here, coming back through the one where we started. Setting the stone in place is our next step. I'm going to be sitting it in here bottom side in, and then holding it in place with my finger and tightening up the beads around it. And now we're going to go back through all the bugle beads and delicas here on top one time to tighten it up. Start pulling it tight to hold the stone in place as you go around. Pulling with each pass. I've gone through 3 of the beads. Just continue through all 8. After you've gone through all the beads, your stone will be set in here securely. While you're here on the top, come through a bugle bead, and once you're exiting the bugle bead, pick up another one and needle back through it, pulling that one on top of it. Come through the next delica and bugle bead, adding another bugle bead the same way by coming back through the bugle bead that your thread is exiting and pulling it on top of there. And repeat that all the way around. Once you complete the second row of bugle beads on the front, we're going to do the same on the back. So exiting the bugle bead here, come through 2 of the delicas here on the side, then here on the back, needle through the bugle bead, and just repeat the process of adding the second layer of bugle beads to the back. Come through the next delica and bugle bead, and complete the second layer on the back side. After adding the second layer of bugle beads along the edge, you'll be exiting your bugle bead. Now we'll be putting the bugle beads along the side. Come through 2 delicas along the side edge, picking up 1 bugle bead, needle through the next 2 delicas, pulling the bugle between them. It's going to sit at an angle until we go back through it. So come back down through the bugle bead. This will straighten it out. And then we need to do this section next. So we're going to go back up these 2, down here, and back up these 2. Come up the 2 delicas, and then down the bugle, and up the next 2 delicas. Now to get to this next section, needle through the next delica here on the edge. Come down the 2 delicas, picking up your bugle bead. Needle down the next 2 delicas, and come back up through your bugle bead. I think it's most helpful if you can put your finger on top of it. Again, we're going to do this section next. So come down the 2 delicas, up the bugle bead, and down the 2 delicas. Needle through the next delica on the side. Come up the 2 delicas, and just repeat the process of adding the bugle beads along the edge. After adding the bugle beads all the way around the edge, you should be exiting 2 of the delicas, headed towards the top of the crystal. Needle through 1 of the delicas and bugle beads, and then step up into this bugle bead here on the outer layer. Now you're going to be picking up 2 delicas and coming through the next bugle, and just doing that all the way around the edge, picking up the last 2 delicas. I'll come through the bugle bead and the delicas after it, and then needle through this 1 single delica underneath them, and drop down 2 more delicas. Here on the back side, come through the delica and 1 bugle bead, and then again step into the outer bugle bead and place 2 delicas between every bugle bead on this side. After adding the delicas all the way around, you'll be exiting a bugle bead. We're not quite finished because this top layer of beads is not really connected yet, nor is this one. So exiting the bugle bead, come through 2 delicas, and we'll be connecting all these sets of delicas. So come down these 2, and then through these 2, and then up the two here. Just going to pull your two layers together and needle through the two delicas where you started. You'll want to do that all the way around by coming through a bugle bead and two of the delicas. Needle down two delicas through the two on this layer, back up the two delicas here, and through the two where you started, and just repeat that all the way around, connecting the sets of delicas, forming a super strong bezel. Just do that all the way around. I just finished up connecting everything. Since my thread is here on the back side, what I suggest doing is exiting a delica and coming up to the front. Just retrace this outer path of beads. And trim off the tail. I hope you enjoyed making this bugle bead bezel for the 12mm cushion cut stone. I'm sure you'll come up with something to make with it. Always feel free to leave me a comment just to say hi or with any other suggestions. And as always, I hope you have a beautiful day.